Hello guys, I'm Chetana. I'm studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Currently I'm in first year, second sem pursuing computer science and artificial intelligence engineering. In this video, let us discuss some points about Indian Constitution and some related MCQs. Moving on to the first topic, Indian Constitution. Necessity of Constitution. So about Constitution, the Republic is termed in terms of Constitution of India, which was adopted by Constituent Assembly on 26 November 1949 and came into force on 26 January 1950. The Constitution provides a parliamentary form of government which is federal in structure with certain unitary features. So, who contributed to Indian Constitution? Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, Chairman of Drafting Committee, presenting the final draft of the Indian Constitution to Dr. Rajendra Prasad, who was the President of Constituent Assembly on 25th November 1949. Jawaharlal. Coming to the MCQs of the topic, first one, which of the following is not a reason for the necessity of Constitution? To provide a framework for the governance of the Constitution, to protect the fundamental rights of the citizens, to ensure that the government is accountable to the people, to promote the economic development. Third one, free and compulsory education is made a fundamental right for the children of age up to 12 years, 14 years, 6 years, 10 years. The answer is 14 years. Securing all citizens of India and uniform civil code is a fundamental right, fundamental duty, preamble, democracy. Next one, the last one. Fundamental rights have been classified into 5 groups, 7 groups, 6 groups, 4 groups. The answer is 6 groups. Moving on to the next topic, silent features of Indian Constitution. The silent features of Indian Constitution are listed and briefed below. They are lengthiest written constitution, drawn, drawn from various sources, blend of rigidity and flexibility, federal system with unitary bias, parliamentary form of government. First one, the silent feature of Indian Constitution includes engineering ethics, amendment procedure, safety and liability, a centralized federation. The answer is safety and liability. Second one, Indian federal system is similar to federal system of England, New Zealand. Third one, the basic feature of Indian Constitution is found in fundamental rights, preamble, fundamental duties, state executive. The answer is preamble. Fourth one, the Constitution of India is a rigid, flexible, partly rigid and partly. Next one, the Constitution of India declares a union of state, quasi-federal, a federal of state territories, partly unitary and partly federal. The answer is a union of states. Moving on to next topic. Directive Principles of State Policy and its present relevance in Indian Constitution. Article 36 to 51 under Part 4 of Indian Constitution deal with directive principles of state policy. They are borrowed from the Constitution of Ireland, which had. Moving on to the questions. Which part of the Indian Constitution deals with the directive principles of state policy? Part 1, Part 5, Part 4, Part 6? The answer is Part 4. Directive principles are borrowed from the Constitution of USA, UK, Spain, Ireland. The answer is Ireland. Next one. The directive principles aim at ensuring individual liberty, ensuring strengthening of country's independence, providing a social and economic base for a genuine democracy in the country, achieving all the above objectives. The answer is fifth one. The directive principles of state policy seek to establish the supremacy of the Constitution, to curb the authoritarian rule, to strengthen judiciary, to make the Constitution an instrument of social change. The answer is to make the Constitution an instrument of social change. Topic: Parliament, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha Parliament Committee. The Parliament of India is the supreme legislative body of the Republic of India. It is a bicameral legislature composed of President of India and two houses, namely the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. So you can see this is the image of new Parliament building. The Parliament House in New Delhi is a seat of Parliament of India. It houses the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, which are lower and upper houses respectively in India's bicameral parliament. How many members represent all the states in Lok Sabha? 510, 520, 530, 550. The answer is 530. Who elects Rajya Sabha members? The people. Elected members of state assembly, members of parliament, none of the above. The answer is elected. Third one. Who can dissolve the Lok Sabha? The President, Prime Minister, Supreme Court, Speaker of Lok Sabha. The answer is the President. What is total strength of Rajya Sabha? 544, 225, 250, 238. Fifth one. Out of 250 members, how many members are nominated by President of Rajya Sabha? 50, 12, 25 and 5. The answer is 12. Moving on to the next topic. State Executive and Governor, Chief Minister and State Cabinet. State Executive consists of Governor and Council of Ministers with Chief Minister as its head. The Governor of a state is appointed by the President for a term of 5 years and holds office during. Moving on to the questions. The governor in the state plays a dual role as an agent of president and as the agent of chief minister in the state, as the agent of chief justice of India, as the constitutional head of the state, as the agent of prime minister. The answer is as the constitutional head of the state. Second one. Third one, Chief Minister of the state is appointed by President, Governor, High Command of a political party, Chief Justice of High Court. The answer is Governor. The Governor may resign his office by writing to the Vice President of. Fifth one, in which of the following it is constitutionally obligatory for the state to have a separate minister for tribal welfare? Bihar, Madhya Pradesh, Orissa, all of the above. The answer is Orissa. So these are the important topics and some MCQ questions based on the